I want to go to the next video here and talk about teamwork. It's all about teams. The hardest part was communication. So that word teamwork means, people throw it out all the time, and I think again it means something different to each of us. And let's see what that word teamwork means. You know, every time I get to see that video, it brings such a warm feeling back in my heart because I get to see my teammates. How do you get that level of commitment out of people? Do you notice that? I mean, you can't fake that. I mean, that's inside the organization. It's a culture. We do it without money incentives too. There's a way to motivate. There's a way to inspire. There's a way to influence. I'll break it down to one word: respect. Respect. We respected each other. We all respected each other for the role that they played. And we'd actually tell each other, hey, you're doing a good job. We're glad to be here. We used to shake hands a lot. We would high five a lot. We would celebrate our victories. High performance teams celebrate their victories. And we're always thankful for the opportunity. Now with that came accountability. See, I think that's a funny word when you say, oh, there's accountability. You know, most of us as leaders, we typically load shed instead of empower. I know I do. I used to. I changed, okay? And what I realized is we ended up empowering people because we not only gave them a responsibility, we held them accountable, but we gave them the tools to do whatever they needed to do. And we were able to influence them to actually step up to the plate.
You are going to be a product of your environment. You are a product of your habits. You're a product of the people in your life, your friends and your family and their values and opinions, and the media and the books and the music and everything that you consume. All of those things hold you where you are. And if you want to break free, then you need to change that structure, change that routine, and change your habits. You are likely to be as successful as your parents are. You are likely to be as successful as your friends are. That's your path. And if you want to change it, then you have to change the people and the resources that you start to surround yourself with. If you want to achieve greatness, if you have these big dreams of grandeur that nobody around you has ever accomplished before, if you want to go out and achieve that, then you have to start surrounding yourself with greatness. You see, here's what happens to most people. You have this big idea, this bold idea, this desire to, I'm going to put my mark on this world, I'm going to stamp it. You know, I have these inspirational moments where I'm going to go out and do something big. And then your life gets back in the way. And your routines and your structure and your friends and the family and all the things that hold you where you are come back. And you still have these moments of boldness, right? These, one morning you wake up like, today I'm gonna do it. Or I watch this video like, this is the day. And then because the rest of your environment sucks and holds you where you are, you fall back. You fall back to average, you fall back to normal, and there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. It's just not conducive to you building something amazing and great. And the challenge is most people, they don't create an environment with intention. They are born into an environment, they keep that environment, they've fallen into it, and it just continues on instead of people purposely deciding what gets into their environment, their habits, and their structure, and what doesn't. I know for me, early in my career, what really helped me was modeling Bill Gates. And I didn't have huge successful entrepreneurs in my family. And when I started my business, I failed, right? I was struggling to survive. I wanted to quit. I wanted to give up because I didn't know what to do. And it wasn't until I changed my environment and surroundings and started to model people like Bill Gates. I've never met Bill Gates. I've never interviewed him. I've never asked him a question. I don't know him. If he saw my name, he probably wouldn't recognize it. But I surrounded myself with Bill Gates and other successful software entrepreneurs. I read their stories, I watched their biographies, I looked at their interviews. Any clips or quotes that came out, I was consuming them. I surrounded myself with them and I started to think like them. I started to think bigger. Because I was surrounded by greatness, I started to be more great myself.